Quiet on set. This is for picture. Sound.
Camera.
Marker. Marker. Action.
Who is Snakeskin?
It's a very good question. Do we even know who Snakeskin is?
Hopefully we do, because we just made the movie called Snakeskin. Snakeskin was a normal person like you or me, and he stumbled across this stone in the forest that this satanic snake cult gathered around, and he got sacrificed by this cult, and he now is a cold-hearted, ruthless, demonic snake demon.
He's part man, part snake. He has snake characteristics and qualities, although he is in the form of a man. Basically what he does is, if Snakeskin had a job, his job would be to live in the forest, and whenever someone comes over his land or desecrates his land or does anything to the earth around him that he owns and was sacrificed in, that is when he gets his payback. And you better not mess with him. That's all I know.
The pre-production process was very long, but very good. When did we start writing?
Had to be at the beginning of November, I believe.
It was, because on Halloween we watched Thanksgiving.
And basically I saw this trailer and I kind of really liked the idea of it. I just thought it was so cool. And that, I would have to say, is what sparked interest for me personally in writing a script like Snakeskin. It's kind of always like one of those things where you're like, oh, I wish Eli Roth would make a movie that, maybe like a short film that's from this trailer. And I kind of just said, well, all right, if he isn't going to make one, then me and Z are, you know?
Yeah, well, when we started writing it, there were a lot of different ways that we went about, like, going on into the story, because for some reason, when me and Wes came in, we thought that more like an action-type 70s movie, like an exploitation film.
Exactly.
And then Matt was like, no, like a slasher movie. So then we started doing a slasher movie.
Like our producer TJ was saying, when you watch a slasher movie, you don't think about setting up the camera on the dolly in the woods and getting all the lights and everything looking nice. You think that they just go into some forest and take some like organs and blood and just chop a guy's head off and throw it at the camera, when that is not the case at all.
Yeah, I think his quote, which I thought was cool, was like, filming a slasher movie in the woods with all your friends is very romantic, but once it comes to fruition, it's not exactly so. It was a little tougher than that, but
Exactly.
it was still fun and awesome.
It was a fun build, actually. Yeah, Kat Seamer really was what made this production what it was. I mean, without her vision, I mean, you know, because I stepped into the role and I helped her, you know, pursue like that great vision that she had, but without that vision, you know, we never would have came close. It was a lot less stressful than 16mm was, only because both Kat and I had done the job before, but we got through it.
Yeah.
You know, you hate it when you kill yourself and you kill yourself and you kill yourself, and at the end you have a set that you're not happy with. But I mean, we all killed ourselves literally, and at the end of it, when we went in to shoot, you know, the set was amazing.
I can't believe like we built this for a movie. If anybody should take that as a compliment, it should be Kat, just because it's showing her that her work is so nice, and it's people want it and they like it so much. If you ask me, casting was very easy, just because
Tons of people came in. Like, how many people did we see? Like 70 something?
78 people, I believe. 78 or
actors.
79 actors and actresses. They were just kept flooding in. We couldn't take a break. We didn't have one break the entire day, basically. We just sat in a room and people just kept coming in one after the other. They couldn't get enough Snakeskin.
We also Chris saw, the casting director, Chris Park, would give them direction, and if they took the direction well, then that was good, and that meant that we would be able to deal with them on set. Or if they didn't correct anything once they read, it kind of meant, well, this person's probably not going to take direction very well, so it might be harder to work with them. We also wanted to pick people that we thought were going to be fun to work with.
Exactly. We got great people, because I have to say, even every other shoot that I've been on, like, I felt like I've connected with this cast more than any cast I've ever worked with, just because there's always kind of, when you're working with talent, there's always kind of like a thing like, oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing because like they might get offended or something like that. They might walk off our shoot. With these guys, I could say anything I wanted to. I could be myself. I was joking around with them on set. I was giving direction to them. I was having a New York accent. And it was just, and they were doing it back to me, and it's just a lot of fun. All right, something that I learned on this film was that it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. However, the payoff is more incredible than you could ever believe. But I will tell you, for like two months before this, we were locking ourselves in our apartments trying to write the script, get all the makeup tests done, like everything like that.
Basically, the way that everything just worked is essentially what I learned on this, and I think everyone did an awesome job. There was a certain level of confidence because we surrounded ourselves with a really good crew.
We did.
We had a really good crew, and everyone,
as well as cast.
Yep, everyone did a really good job, and I'm really glad things went down the way they did because I think we're gonna have an awesome movie.
I gotta say thank you to so many people.
Yeah, well, thank you to everyone who donated.
Our cast had a completely unbelievable cast.
If there's one person, like just one person, I could thank, is Tom Hayek.
Of course, Rob Toscani. He's excellent. I mean, he gave us a lot of. He's a very stern man, but he gave us very good ideas. Before we do that, though, I just want to say TJ.
Yep.
Very big thank you to you, because without you, Snakeskin would have never got picked. And you told us that the reason you picked Snakeskin is because you saw it had a lot of potential of becoming a good 1970s style slasher movie. So I mean, without TJ, none of this would have been possible. So sincerely, TJ, thank you. I very much appreciate it.